All right, guys, listen, before you can master the markets, before you can master marketing and reach people, I believe that the number one thing that you need to master is your mind, right? You need to master the way that you think. And one of the concepts that I want to really focus in on tonight is this concept of having a mindset of a winner. I want you to really write this down, having the mindset of a winner, because you see, as you go into trading, as you go into marketing, maybe this is your first time here. Maybe you're just getting started and you're starting something new, right? Guys, as you're getting started, your mindset will be challenged. And how many times have you, started something and then you get sidetracked, right? I mean, right now, isn't this the most, obvious example in 2020 where people were like, man, this is my greatest year ever. It's going to be my best year ever. And then all of a sudden, boom, things just start happening that are negative, right? And I've been saying it over and over again. I had a post on Facebook go viral that said, man, if you still believe that 2020 can be your best year ever, right? I want you to declare that. And the comments went crazy. Why? Because people still want to believe. Listen, if you believe that 2020 can still be a great year for you, I want you to type in the chat right now, I believe. I believe. And I want you to write that down. I believe, right? Because listen, if you believe, that is the first step to achievement. And so having this mindset of a winner, I'm going to give you guys some takeaway points to really hold on to and grasp. And listen, I'll tell you, keeping all of these every day is not easy. You're going to be challenged every moment of every day. And sometimes you're going to have to act as if you feel like a winner. You're going to have to act as if you feel like doing something. How many of you guys have ever, not felt like going to the gym? You've not felt like eating healthy, but you do it anyways. See, that's the mindset of a winner. But here's some key takeaway points, guys, of having a mindset of a winner. Number one, guys, always be positive. You're always got to be positive, right? There's this saying that says, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right, right? And so it's this concept of, listen, if you go into something thinking you can't do it, you're probably not going to be able to. But if you go into something thinking, I can do it, you possibly will. And so there's this concept, right? And listen, when you want to start something new, maybe the first time you look at these charts, maybe the first time you try to talk to somebody, you get these emotions, you feel this resistance, and you start to feel negative and you start questioning yourself. Listen, got to get yourself on a positive frequency, right? Now, what do you do when you feel negative? Here's a couple of ideas. Number one, guys, listen, make a list of what you're grateful for. I've started to, before I get on any social media, when I wake up in the morning, I start just thanking. And I believe in God. I start thanking God. I start saying, man, thank you for this. Thank you for that. And I start thinking of everything I could possibly think. Guys, listen, you're probably watching this on a decent device, whether it's a smartphone, a laptop, or a tablet. Guys, I've had people in certain countries that don't even have a good smartphone, that their life is on hold because they're saving up for a smartphone that actually does stuff. Be thankful for whatever you're watching this on right now. Be thankful for the internet. Guys, certain leaders and myself, we've connected with people in countries where their internet goes out, where they're limited. They have to buy cards for internet and it goes out. And they can't, imagine watching Go Live, but your internet was limited to a few minutes, right? A few hours. So be grateful for your internet. Be grateful for, guys, clean water. Right? I got a couple of cases back there. I'm stocked up, ready for this pandemic, right? So guys, be grateful for the little things. So even if you feel negative, Bob Proctor, I believe he says it's like 10 things. He says he writes them down. 10 things that he's grateful for every morning. Every morning he's writing down things he's grateful for. So if you start feeling negative, well, write down some positive. What are you grateful for, right? We all have challenges, but what can you be grateful for today? Also, guys, listen, if you start feeling like you're in a slump, you start feeling like, man, I'm just not getting anywhere. Well, guess what? Talk to a mentor. Guys, reach out to me, right? Reach out to me. Reach out to a mentor. Reach out to the person that got you started or your nearest P600 or above and send them a message and say, hey, I'm just struggling, with believing in trading or believing in marketing or believing in myself or whatever. Hey, I took a loss. Listen, talk to somebody, right? And open yourself up, because here's the thing. you open up to me, I get to speak to you about things that I've already gone through, right? If you're single and you want to get married and you're going through some challenges, talk to a married person, right? If you're, trying to get on a diet, talk to a healthy person. If you're trying to overcome the mental barriers of trading and marketing, talk to somebody who's done it. So guys, talk to an upline, talk to a mentor. Now, I will say this, I want you to know this, take this is very important. Be coachable when you talk to somebody, because what I will not handle, and I've already taught myself not to do this, is if you're a person that constantly needs questions answered and needs somebody to talk to and you're not changing things, well, that means that you're not being coachable. I want you to write this word down, coachable. Coachable means that when you talk to people about what you're going through, you receive the information that they're trying to give you, even if you don't want to hear it. So it's like if I go to Justin and I say, hey, Justin Adams, bro, listen, bro, my trading sucks. I'm going through this, I'm going through that. And he starts telling me, hey, do this, do that. Listen, I got to do it. I can't go back a week later and say to Justin, trading still doesn't work. And then he says, well, have you done what I told you to do? And I say, no, well, then it's my fault, right? So guys, if you feel negative, one, find things to be grateful for, right? Switch your mindset. Look for things that are positive instead of things that are negative. And then if that doesn't work and you still feel in a slump, reach out to somebody. Reach out to somebody that can give you some positive feedback, all right? Listen, the mindset of a winner is also solution-oriented. Solution-oriented. Guys, listen, there's nothing worse than a person that only sees problems and doesn't bring solutions, doesn't bring options. When I was in nonprofit ministry and people would tell me, we should do this, we should do that, you know what I would say? That sounds great. Why don't you get started on that? And then they'd be like, whoa, you want me to actually do something? That's why I'm complaining to you, right? And I would say, no. Here, if there's a problem, you fix it. You bring a solution. And so what I would tell you is this: when you look at the world, when you look at situations, what can you do to help others? What can you do to serve others? What can you do to better that situation? Instead of always looking for things that are negatives and problems, look for solutions, right? A simple answer. Okay, for instance, you're getting started, right, guys? Listen, you got to learn the platform. You're learning where things are. Before you ask your mentor, before you ask the person who started you up, why don't you try to find the answer first? Look through the platform. Yes, even use Google or YouTube to figure out little things like, man, how do I enter a trade on MetaTrader 4? It's in the academy, but I still don't get it. Let me look up some videos, right? And then if you still have questions, then get back to your mentor, because guess what? Everyone in our organization will love to help you as long as you're helping yourself. But there's nothing more annoying than a person that won't help themselves but wants you to help them. So if you want to have the mindset of a winner, guys, you got to be willing to look for solutions. All right, be solution oriented. Find ways to make things better. A mindset of a winner, guys, you also stay in the campfire. I want you to imagine, right? We go out camping. It's in the middle of Colorado, right? One of our leaders, she was out, and it was snowing. And I just picture, man, imagine going out in the snow and you're camping out overnight. But we have a fire that we light, and everybody's freezing. Where do you think the best place to be is? Around that fire, getting warmed up, right? Staying warm, staying close, staying protected with each other. See, guys, when you start this journey, my encouragement to you is to stay with the campfire. Stay engaged with the people that are doing this. Don't go off into Neverland and be by yourself. That's an easy way to lose. If you're not plugging into the calls that our teams are doing, if you're not plugging into Go Live, right? Guys, you are not plugging in. You're not around the campfire. And do you know what happens to a piece of coal when I take that coal and I take it away from the campfire? What happens to that coal? It turns off. And so what you want to do is, if you want to stay on fire, if you want to stay moving in the right direction, stay plugged in. Stay plugged in with the community that we've built here. Stay plugged in with these team calls. Stay plugged in with your mentors. Stay plugged in with your Go Live educators, and you will see over time you will win. Okay, a mindset of a winner stays engaged and plugged in. Guys, stay engaged. Drop comments in the Telegram chats. Drop a trade that you took on demo. Respond when there's a new trader in there and encourage them, guys. Right? Engage. Also respond. If your mentor reaches out to you, man, reach out to them. They don't have to, guys. I have over 200 people in my organization. but I love to connect and know how you guys are doing. So if I reach out to you, Justin reaches out to you, somebody reaches out to you, man, reach back, because maybe that's your destiny, maybe that's faith, maybe that's God trying to say, hey, come back in, get close to the campfire, don't get too far away. So the mindset of a winner, guys, you stay engaged and you stay around the campfire. Also, the mindset of a winner, you self-develop, right? You're listening to positive audios. Listen, a great audio for traders is called Trading in the Zone. It's super, super powerful. There's also another one that I've recently been listening to about trading in the matrix. It's super, super powerful, and it deals with a lot of good things, guys. So, self-develop, listen to positive audios. Bob Proctor, Grant Cardone is one that I like if you guys are into marketing, right? Faith-based podcasts, business-based podcasts, inspirational stuff. Develop your mindset and you will develop the mindset of a winner. You see, a winner consistently learns and grows, right? Listen, education didn't stop when you graduated high school and college, right? If you really want to continue to grow, you got to learn, you got to self-develop yourself, guys, into the person that you want to become. Now, this one's important. The mindset of a winner, guys, you look for opportunity when most are complaining. So I want you to picture what most of our social medias are like right now. It's a bunch of people complaining about the president, complaining about people not listening to the stay-at-home, quarantines, people complaining about the stay-at-home quarantines, people complaining about the hospitals, people complaining about this, people complaining about that. But you know what a winner does? A winner looks for opportunity when most people are complaining, when most people are looking for the negatives. My 401k is down 30%. A winner says, man, this is a great time for me to put more money into the market, put more money into my 401k, put more money into my trading account, put more money into crypto, put more money into buying stocks that are super low, put time into mastering the markets, right? And listen, I know that many of you guys are going through different things right now, but maybe this is your opportunity. Don't think about this as a catastrophe for you. Maybe this is the push back, the pull back, so you can push forward. And maybe everything happened for a reason. I'm going to share with you guys a little bit of my story towards the end of this, which is very soon. But instead of complaining, look for opportunities. Everybody's negative on your social media, man. Why don't you look for a way to be positive and stand out? And then people start following you. Say, man, you know what? Man, that guy Dante, Fabiola, Greg, Gwen, she's always so positive. Joshua, so positive. And then all of a sudden, people start following you because you find opportunity when most people are complaining. The mindset of a winner, this is the last one, guys, write this down, has patient urgency. The mindset of a winner has patient urgency. Now, what do I mean by that? Number one, guys, we need to be on fire. Time is not waiting for any of us. And listen, if there's anything that I can tell you is that, man, my birthdays just keep coming around, right? All of my people, right, pushing 30, right? We know, late 20s, we know, 40s, we know, right? And even older, right? 50s, if you're on here, we know. They keep coming. So we need to be urgent, meaning, I need to get this money now. I need to get my trading now. I need to get my marketing down now. And you need to take consistent action now, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, right now. But you need to be patient with the results. So take the right actions, as much action as you can fit into your schedule. And many of you guys should have a lot of free time in your schedule right now with this quarantine business. Cram as much action as you can, and then be patient. See, guys, those that have patient urgency, you're taking action, but you're patient with the results. They understand that I need to plant a lot of seed. If you guys are trying to get your 2 and free, plant a lot of seed. You might have to plant 10, 12, 15 seeds to get those first 2 or 3 to get started. But once they're started, you're going. So plant seeds, but let them bear fruit. See, if I put a mango tree in the soil today, if I put an avocado tree in the soil today, I don't expect to get avocados from that plant or that tree tomorrow, even in 6 months, maybe even 12 months. But when the tree is ready, it'll bear much fruit. So my friends, plant a lot of seed, watch a lot of go live, watch the academy, do a lot of trading on and and charting on TradingView, and drop a lot of demos on MetaTrader 4. Do as much as you can, and then be patient in the waiting room, right? Now I will say this, and this is how I'm going to wrap up my time, guys. Listen, I'm going to give you a quick testimony. I started this entrepreneurship journey, all right, a little bit over 5 years ago now, 2 years since I've been in this company. And when I was in my old company, I had a job that I loved. I'm talking about, this was my passion. I had built up to this for many, many years. And I was grateful that I could do this nonprofit for, for full time, right? A full time job. Then I realized it wasn't enough money. And I started my entrepreneurship journey in an old company that I was in, an old insurance company that I was in. And I started to develop. And then all of a sudden I realized, okay, I'm good enough as an entrepreneur that I don't need a full time anymore so that I could develop my business. And so what I did was I found a part-time position somewhere else. It broke my heart to do it, but I knew I had to do it. And what I did was I left my full-time job for a part-time position so that I could build my business. No lie. Listen to this. In those first 30 days after I left that full-time job, and I started my really full-time entrepreneurship and then part-time job. Guys, when I went to a part-time job from a full-time job within 30 days, it was about 2 weeks in, biggest payday ever, guys. I'm not allowed to share it. I'm recording this. Biggest payday ever from that company at that time within 30 days. Fast forward, that company, I was just tired of the sales. It wasn't, internet based like this. I wasn't trading, right? It wasn't worldwide. A lot of things that, IM Academy just murders it, right? Transition. And then last year, I get to the point where it's like, man, I think I should do this full time. And things were happening at that part time that were leading me away. And I said, man, I don't feel like doing this anymore. I don't feel called to there. I had just got my nice condo out in downtown Miami. And I'm sitting there on the 38th floor in the pool one day with my wife, and we're there. And I just look at her and I go, I think it's time for me to go full time. I just felt this peace in my heart, even though it was, cutting my part-time income off. I felt in my heart it was the time to do it. And so I did it. And again, it was very painful. Same month, within 30 days, about 2 weeks in, I rank advance here in IM Academy to the position I'm at today. Now, why do I say that? Because you see, guys, to go up, you have to give up. I had to give up my full-time that I loved to build my business, biggest payday. Then I had to give up my part-time to build this business, and I rank advanced. And here's the thing, maybe right now you find yourself in a place where your job's been taken away, where your income and your future is not certain, and you're struggling and you're worried and you're concerned. Here's all I want to tell you today is maybe those things have been taken away for such a time as this, so that you could push forward when so many are falling behind, so that you can be an inspiration and pull people up with you while most people are drowning in debt and don't know how they're going to make money next month. My friends, maybe, just maybe, everything has happened in your situation to get you prepared so you can go all in on trading, so you can go all in on marketing this business, so you can build a residual income, so that you can build a 6-7 figure trading account. My friends, let me tell you, don't worry about what's gone. Don't worry about what's been taken away. Just be focused on having the mindset of a winner and where you're going for the future.